Okay, with measurement, we need to understand how to convert units of length. It's really important that when we're doing area, perimeter, volume, etc., that we're making sure all the measurements are in the same units. And if they're not in the same units, we need to change them. So for example, all the measurements need to be in centimetres. If one of them is listed in metres, we need to convert it to centimetres. This chart is in your textbook, very useful to help us to do our conversions. But for example, if we are wanting to convert something like 84 millimetres into centimetres, we would go to our chart and millimetres to get to centimetres. Remember that centimetres, there's 10 millimetres in a centimetre. So if we're going from millimetres to centimetres, we would go 84 divided by 10, which gives us 8.4 centimetres. So really useful to know this chart and then sort of understand what it means. Your textbook has a couple of worked examples. So we've got 37 millimetres and we're wanting to convert it into centimetres. Again, here, let's start at millimetres and we divide by 10 if we're wanting to convert to centimetres. So 37 divided by 10 gives us 3.7 centimetres. The next one's a little bit harder, 2.5 kilometres, and we want to convert that into centimetres. So we need to go kilometres, we need to do that down to metres, and then from metres down to centimetres. So to get from kilometres to centimetres, we first of all will times it by 1,000, because there is 1,000 metres in a kilometre. And we would then have to times that by 100, because there is 100 centimetres in a metre. So with our 2.54, we times it by 1,000 and we then times it by 100, and that would tell us how many centimetres it is, which is 254,000 centimetres when we calculate that. So I can't highlight enough to remember, if you like, this chart, but also become familiar with how many centimetres there are in a metre, how many metres in a kilometre, etc. Just really important to understand how to convert units of length. So if we're faced with a problem like this, find the perimeter of this shape, and that's 2 metres, and that's 50 centimetres. Obviously it's not to scale. So find the perimeter of this rectangle. The first thing that we would have to do before we did that problem is to convert the units of length to the same unit.